Hi, welcome to another bookkeeping video. I'm Nasir Ahmed Nofel, co-founder of NR Bookkeeping. This is one of our recently finished project in QuickBook Online. The initial goal was to transit for 5 months data from 1st January of 2025 to 31st May of 2025 data from web to QuickBook. So the goal was to catch up all of my clients' 5 month recorded transaction, transit it from web to QuickBook. But as a professional accountant, we need to scrutinize the client's need rather what he wants. So the initial client told us that this is a catch-up work. That means we have to record all the transactions, previous 5 months transactions from web to to quick. And he also told us that everything in the web that he has recorded is in proper order. But as an accountant, we always think of the risks of not recording the transaction in proper way, and we always scrutinize the client's need. So we asked for the web login credentials, and fortunately, client gave us access in the web. And there are some issues we had to address before catching up with his data from web to QuickBook. The first issue was the cash in hand balance of the business was showing a negative amount, which is quite unusual. Uh, the fact that the client recorded all of his money out transactions but didn't recognize the deposit transactions in the business. So the cash balance that was showing in his balance sheet is in negative figure. And the second issue for the bill segment was that he recorded all of a particular single day's bills in one bill. So if he had 3 or 4 bills for a particular date of the May, rather he should be recording as a single bill for each of his expense and for the vendors. But he recorded all of 3 or 4 bills for a particular day as a single bill. So and there was, in some cases there wasn't any vendors, and the categorization of the transaction was not in accounting order. So after addressing all of these issues, we convey this message to our client that you need first clean up work, then we can go to catch up. So we did some of his cleanup work and then catch those data in the QuickBook. As you can see, here are some work. We categorize 493 of the cash in hand transactions, so which includes the cash in transactions as capital that the directors were deployed in the business. And after that, we recognize all the expenses according to their accounting head. And the client actually wants us to generate balance sheet. We generated balance sheet as per the client's need. As you can see, though, there are accounting heads for receivable, accounts receivable, cash in hand, office advance. And initially, client didn't recognize any asset, but after scrutinizing his previous web records, we saw that there are 3 asset categories, and we classify them accordingly. For example, there are furniture and fixtures, and there are office equipment, and there are office interiors decorations. So we classified them accordingly, and we posted 5 monthly accumulated depreciation and depreciation expense by journal to show him the actual asset value or the carrying value of the asset as at 31st May 2025. And there are also the land for advance land for acquisition, accounts payable, salaries and wages payable, etc. And we also generated profit and loss statement for 5 month period from January to May 2025. As you can see, there are sales revenue, cost of sales, and operating expenses as well, and other expense for depreciation expense. So after all those things are done, the owner of the business knows the condition of his business are in right now. So he can make some amendment in his operation or make some valuable decision from these figures. As you know, accounting or the figures the accountant provides for proper bookkeeping and accounting doesn't lie, and it will always help the business owner to grow his business. So it is always important to know customer need and let them know what they require to have a proper financial statements like balance sheet, profit and loss, and cash flows as well, so that he can make some sensible decision, and the decision which will prove to be a good decision for the business in future. So that's all for this video. So if you need any kind of bookkeeping service or accounting services, you can contact with us. I will provide our website address and WhatsApp number as well in the video description. And stay in good health.